was just an average teenager and student who loved to drink at Friday nights, to be with other people, socialize, party, until I stopped drinking when I was 21 years old. Now I'm 24, and in this video I will share my reasons, my path, why I made the decision, how my life changed after it, and yeah, some perspective that you maybe didn't hear before. Welcome to my channel. On this channel I share videos about self-development, spirituality, and ways to open your heart and live life in a more harmonious way while also evolving yourself spiritually. And I'm also organizing different on-site events in Riga, Latvia, where I come from. I also have a signature heart-opening game, and I'm also leading conscious dance and ecstatic dance sessions. So let's start a bit about my background. I come from a very healthy, normal family where no one really had any alcohol addictions. While it was normal in my family for someone just to drink a glass of wine or even something stronger, but in small doses, and it was never a problem, at least for my close family members. And it never affected me that this is something that I should definitely avoid in my life. As I was growing up, of course, I tried sometimes the alcohol, just a sip of wine my mom gave me, but it always seemed not delicious. And I remember one of the first times when I really drank alcohol was in 9th grade. I was around 15 years old. It was some kind of class excursion where usually such things happen, and everyone was doing it, and I also tried wine or maybe even something stronger. And of course it was interesting sensations that you kind of have this changed state of mind, you feel differently, you can act more expressively. At that time, and a big part of my teenage years, I was pretty shy and had a lot of fears to be seen, to feel confident around other people. So alcohol gave this nice sensation that I can be more express more myself, more playful. That was interesting. And next was high school, where I also continued to drink alcohol, but not that often, maybe once a month or even rarer, only when I had some, again, class meetups with my classmates. Of course, at that time it was prohibited. I wasn't yet 18 years old, and it was like, something that is not allowed, and it's even more interesting. But the general sort of feeling at that time, I remember, it is that it's cool if you drink, and if you don't drink, a lot of questions come up. Why you don't drink? Are you boring? Are you a nerd if you don't drink? So that was kind of the vibe, and of course, to be liked, to be in the gang, to be with other people, I kind of just accepted that drinking is cool, that while everyone is drinking, I also will be doing that. I was never like a big drinker, the biggest partier in the world. First of all, because I was like getting dizzy very fast, and just second of all, I kind of also just felt my body and never wanted to get in a big trouble with that. Then came university time, when I was already 18 and could legally do it. And the motto at my university was study hard and party harder, which basically the whole philosophy was that you really study hard. I had very difficult university to study in, but then you had as this reward partying, socializing, drinking really hard until you just black out. That was the vibe. Which was promoted, which was considered as very cool, as something we should all do. And again, if you don't do it, you're a nerd, you're weird, you just better don't even attend the parties if you don't drink. So yeah, then started my new chapter of life. In the beginning, I couldn't consume alcohol because I had some medicine, But later I could do it, and even more, I became the main party organizer. It meant that I organized 12 big parties during the year, which consisted with a lot of alcohol bar, different drinking games, activities to entertain drunk, crazy students. In the beginning, I couldn't drink as much during the party, just to feel a bit relaxed, because I was an organizer and I need to talk with the police if something happens, to talk with all the staff, with guards, just manage the whole process. So I couldn't allow myself, but I was still drinking and still enjoying the party as much as I could. And in the last year of my university, I went on Erasmus semester to Germany, Frankfurt, and then I could relax. I didn't need to organize anything. The wine was very cheap in Germany. I remember we partied in the first 2 weeks almost every day, and again, it was a standard that everyone is drinking. It is a way to socialize, a way to have fun, because without it, it's not fun. And again, it would be very weird if I wouldn't drink. And basically, until the end of university, I was still kind of a people pleaser. In school, it was more, university less, but I had this pattern from my childhood that to be liked, I need to please others, I need to be like them, I need to share their interests and never really question what is my thing really. Then the end of third year, it was time to graduate my university, and that summer, I made a decision that I will not drink alcohol again. Let me explain the reasons and how I see all the whole previous period in my life. So now I realize that this whole alcohol thing was just promoted as such a cool thing to do, and to be the cool kid, you need to do that thing. It was a standard. It was something that we all should do, and so interesting how I changed schools, I changed university, people, and it was still so normal to drink Friday evenings, a way to relax, to socialize. As I graduated university, I had my period in life where I started questioning everything that I do, and at that point I could mark where my authentic path started, because I finally started asking myself questions. Why do I drink alcohol? Is it a good thing? Is it my conscious choice? Where this drinking alcohol will lead me later? I recognize that this is a norm in our society, and maybe, as they all say, a bit of alcohol will not bring you harm, YOLO, and all of those kind of shady arguments. I understood that in no way, if I ask my authentic self, alcohol is not my choice. I want to be healthy. Yes, I don't want to die soon. I want to live my life actively. Secondly, alcohol as a way to relax, doesn't it sound like totally absurd? So you don't have any other interest than drinking. You don't understand how to relax yourself. That was weird to me. Okay, another thing. So if you need alcohols to socialize, to be yourself, how far you are lost yourself, how much you're not in touch with yourself, and how insecure you are that you need some substances that change your kind of reactions, reality, to be able to make friends, to be cool, to be confident, to be liked. So many of these realizations came to my mind that just opened my eyes, and I couldn't really return to thinking differently. At that time, I was also working with my trait as a people pleaser, and realized that I want to change that, and I don't want to please anymore the whole society that is just saying to me, if you don't drink, you're a nerd, you're weird, There's so many questions come up. So that was the first reason. I wanted to practice saying no and explaining to people with a whole confidence, with like head up, that I'm not drinking, you can do it, I'm not drinking. That was the first thing. Second thing, I had this rebel energy at that time, and I understood I don't want to be like them, like all of those who are just doing what everyone is doing and not questioning themselves. So I understood that I don't want to be like everyone else and do what everyone is saying. And because my conscious decision is that I don't want to drink alcohol. I'm okay to be different. Also, I started evolving spiritually and just realized how vibration impacts my life, and the vibration of alcohol is very, very low. Basically, when you drink alcohol, you probably know that the next day is just ruined. You feel bad even if nothing bad happens. Usually in the morning you just feel emotionally, physically, and always bad. And isn't it like a sign from your body that please just don't do it? On a spiritual level, also the meaning of drinking alcohol is actually that you want to die, that you don't like your reality as it is and you want some different substances to entertain yourself because life is not as good. And I understand I don't want to live like this. I love my life. I know that the colors are so bright even without alcohol. Then I understood if I feel shy to be authentic, if I feel shy to speak in front of everyone and be charismatic, I need to work on my personality, on my charisma, on how I speak, on how I introduce myself, on just being a cool person, but without alcohol. So that was also a big path to practicing, finding new friends, and learning to start the conversations without alcohol. Because at that point I was still sometimes attending parties, and it was a big going out of your comfort zone when you see everyone else drinking and you're not, and you're finding ways to entertain yourself and also make a contact with other people and not feel this insecure thing in your belly. And another thing, of course, was asking myself, so how I can relax, how I can switch my mind from problems, or if I want just reduce stress, what other things I could do to do it. Now I found many ways. One is bachata, like we have the best parties and people are not drinking because you cannot drink while dancing. It's such an amazing vibe, amazing music, you're dancing. Most of the times I realized that I wanted to go to parties just to dance my heart out, and now I understand I can do it without alcohol. So I found many ways how I can just substitute that feelings when I had alcohol now, and now I feel so open, so authentic in life, so happy that I don't need it anymore. And one of the last realizations about this topic came actually recently, as I didn't have any bad examples in my family with alcohol addictions, but as I'm growing up, I see that it's a big problem in Latvia and I guess all over the world. It's one of the scariest addictions you can have. With such alcohol addictions, families are falling apart. People are being aggressive, hitting each other. It can lead to so many drastically bad results, and I believe that where we spend our money, what are our choices, it is our investment, and I don't want to be part of this industry just that destroys lives, that makes people miserable. And yeah, I'm ready to do many things to stop this suffering. And yeah, people who have alcohol addictions, they are kind of manifesting just their death. And while you think, oh, just a small beer on Friday evening will not do harm, again, for so many reasons it will be, from your health to, again, you masking your insecurity, your anxiety, to you promoting alcohol addiction, to you not finding other ways to switch off your mind. If you dig deeper and you're honest with yourself, and if you also raise your vibration, I don't know how you can really enjoy alcohol. Yeah. And I'm not judging anyone. I know that everyone has different beliefs, but maybe if something from this resonated with you, I think it will help a lot our planet, the world, if you share this information with your words, or just send the video, share this video with someone else. Now I'm 24. In the last 3 years, I've drank one glass of wine while I was in Bali with my friend, just small glass of wine, after which I felt totally bad and just again reassured myself that I'm not gonna do it. So yes, let's embrace being healthy. Let's make being conscious, being authentic a trend, not drinking and being impacted by some other substances. This is my opinion. Thank you so much for hearing my story and see you in my next video. Bye!